Hey, Sonny. About ready to go? Yeah, let's go. Get him out of that. He wasn't enjoying it.
We're dedicated. You realize it is not possible that they might be building the kingdom. It's not too far-fetched from reality.
My name is Sonny West. I was 20 years old when I met Elvis in 1958. Elvis, Red, and myself grew up in housing projects, government housing projects, where you could only make so much amount of money and you lived there. And there was 3 of them in Memphis. There was Lamar Terrace, where I was raised up, Lauderdale Courts, where Elvis was there, and then a place called Hurt Village, which Red and us always joked about that name because you were hurting. The Lamar Terrace gang was known as being the toughest gang around. We had some really bad dudes, and they started us out young. This is Manassas Avenue, where Humes High School used to be. It is now a middle school camp called Humes. And this is where Elvis went to school the whole time he was in Memphis. When he moved up, he was going into the 7th grade, so he started here. This is the only school he went to in Memphis, 7th through the 12th. Elvis knew about Red, his reputation, because he went to Humes. And Red had told Elvis, about his cousin. I got a cousin that can go pretty well for the Lamar Terrace and that gang over there. My first impression when I met Elvis in 1958 was it was hard to believe that this was such a superstar. He was such a natural, good person, attentive, caring, a warm guy. Just when you talk to him, he just talked to you like my cousin Red talked to me or some of the other guys. And he just was, I don't know, there was something about him that just drew you in.
I think he had more girlfriends than he had guy friends. As far as work is concerned, responsibilities as far as work.
And he was about 2 years of age. I found myself singing. I was singing, and people would listen to me around the housing project where I lived. And as time went by, I was about 8 years old, and they entered me in a talent show. I wore glasses, had no music, and I won, I think it was 5th place in this talent contest, this state talent contest. I got a whipping the same day my mother whipped me for something. I wanted to ride.
Question months ago, but not now, as Elvis explained.
Elvis, since you've been in the Army, have the boys given you kind of a rough time in the barracks because of your past career, would you think?
No, sir, I was very surprised. I never met a better group of boys in my life. They probably would have if it's been like everybody thought. Everybody thought I wouldn't have to work and I would be given special treatment and this and that. But when they looked around and saw I was on KP and I was pulling guard and everything just like they were, well, they figured, well, it's just like us.
And he said, Jerry, do you want to play with us? We went in the huddle, and I saw this guy. It was Elvis Presley. That was it for me. Changed my whole life. I wanted to be like him. He was lovable. He was dangerous. Everything a young kid would have wanted from the war and everything. And this was the 50s. It was the first, I think, society of young people looking for its own identity. He's the only star I have ever met that looked like, acted like a special person, a star, before he had a hit record, before he did a movie. I've met a lot of those stars that movies and records and adulation and all those things kind of make you into a star. Elvis was born a star.
Elvis, there's a report that you like the Army so much that you wanted to write a book about it. Do you ever think of re-enlisting?
No, sir, I never thought of I never thought of re-enlisting, but maybe someday I will write a book about my experiences in the Army. You know.
Have 2 years of sobering Army life changed your mind about rock and roll?
Sobering Army life. No, it hasn't. It hasn't changed my mind because I was in tanks for a long time, you see, and they rock and roll quite a bit.